And there's also a section of the special that's about why is all this? Why does Kevin Hart have to be why does Ellen have to be nice? Why does Kevin Hart have to be humble? Why is anyone asking when it comes to like the transgender issues? Why is anyone asking the guy who played Rick James? Why are comedians now in charge of any? It's like not our job.
I'm on this little campaign right now. I'm on it sounds, because I'm so vanilla, as it were, and people don't think of me as any edge. And I don't know that I have any edge, but I am anti-woke, at least in the stand-up comedy community. And because I think that being politically incorrect, being wrong, being dark, being too soon are the colors. That's what it's supposed to. That's right. Why it's funny.
Yeah. People don't understand comedy. And the joke I make is like, so it's all of these serious issues, and it's been like clergy has failed, government has failed, media has failed, and business has failed. And then finally it comes down to like a serious issue like transgender, and people go, well, what do the clowns think? Has anyone asked the clowns?
Right.
And it's so fucking stupid. Like, how are we the backstop for, we're literally clowns. And the people that you thought were leaders, George Carlin was a drug addict, Richard Pryor was a drug addict. Like, all these people that you looked up to were very faulty. We're very funny and charming, but we're very faulty.
And the clown gets the most severe punishment. The clown gets his whole lifeline taken away.
This we could disagree with.
What are you talking
this
about?
I could disagree with. Show me someone who got their life taken away.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, well, he lost the Affleck commercial for sure.
So that was I know for a fact
I think there's a difference in getting comedy taken away as opposed to like commercials, and like you might get AGT taken away or you might get a brand deal taken away, but I don't think anyone could take away your comedy if you make a joke.
Listen, you can make a joke that is politically incorrect, that is even if it's, and I'm not condoning racism, but you can make a racial comment in the context of I always use the analogy of a painting. This is an art form. Comedy is definitely an art form. And if you are painting a picture, you could sometimes paint something vile and people go, that's an amazing painting. You really captured, a nude, violent image.
I got to see this painting. Go ahead.
Well, that's what I do. But the point is, now they're saying that you as a comic can paint your picture, your verbal or audible picture, but you cannot use the color black. You can't shade it with yellow. You can't do this.
I would argue, though, and I'm with Jackie on this, which is like there are corporate interests that can it's always been true. People have lost endorsement deals in the past. That's nothing new. My counter for this is like Dave's never done more arenas in his life. Joe Rogan's never done more arenas in his life. Shane Gillis they tried and he used it as a slingshot. There are people.
Well, I'm saying that the pendulum is swinging back, but there was a time.
No, I agree. But so now I'm defending the whole thing of like Ellen's a pretty good example of like I'm still unclear on what the charges were.
I feel like Ellen is different because it wasn't about comedy. It was more about her whole brand was literally
not a brand, her life,
her
who
life
she was.
Be nice. Like she put out there, be nice. And
Right.
then to hear all these people saying like, well, she wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Why are you going to make yourself that? Why
But
are
you don't
gonna
know that
brand
she
yourself?
wasn't nice because at
Whatever.
work she
I'm
got
just
mad
saying
at someone.
I feel like that's a different scenario.
Yeah, I also think the standard that she was held to, other people are not held to.
No.
In terms of even people with talk shows, like in terms of like these jobs are nerve-wracking. They're exacting. I always say you're jumping out of the plane. You're the one jumping out of the plane. If you're an asshole about how the shoot is packed, I can forgive it.
But if you're in the public,
yes,
24/7. So if one day you're not at your best,
yes,
or you're just nervous, or you're snapping back at people, or you just don't want to, you're not acting any different than
Yes.
anybody who is watching you,
Yeah.
enjoying you, buying
I've
from
been
you.
an asshole to baristas, probably. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't.
Well, fuck you.
I mean, but also fuck them.
You're right. If they can't spell your name on a cup, fuck them all.
Please.
Yes.
Bunch of illiterate motherfuckers, disrespectful ass. I hope that people.
I agree with you a latte.
So this idea of that we're the sort of moral arbiters or whatever, it's like that's not the job, and the fact that you think it is a failure of other institutions, and somehow now we're on the hook for moral behavior.